Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode 317. Yes, this should have review yesterday, but I had stuff going on yesterday, so I wasn't able to do it. So, this episode, we are reviewing episode 300, not 300, well this one, the review is 317, but this is reviewing episode number 1077, the closing the curtain, the winner, Straw Hat Luffy. The curtain falls, winner, Straw Hat Luffy, yes. This episode, the entirety of chapter 1050. Which means, as of this very episode, we have 7 more chapters to go. And that's it. Before I continue, there will be no Eden Zero review coming. The next anime to cover will be Case Closed. And then I'll be caught up. Which I'm going to hand at this point probably tomorrow. When I get home from work. Along reviewing Comrade Black. The reason why it happened today, because I still had this finish this review for the Doctor Who one. That's the reason why it didn't happen today. So definitely tomorrow we'll do that one. So, this one of course picks up right left off last week. So Kaido is seen falling directly through the ground through this magma. And then we see apparently like this volcano explosion, and that's it for him. Luffy falls from the sky. And he falls asleep because he's caught by Yamato. Momonosuke is thanked for basically stopping the dome from collapsing. Cat Viper proceeds to tell everybody that Luffy has won. And though, despite that, there is remnants of the Animal Kingdom pirates try to attack them, but Yamato tells them to stop. The war is the raid is this whole thing is over. And of course, Chopper can't handle the fact he's got multiple wounded casualties to deal with. And of course, we also have Beppo reunite with Law. Kid is basically laughing, though he's got a little blood in his chin. Like everyone's all celebrating, we do see Otaku, where how she and her adoptive father got the way they went, the laughing thing, because apparently she was so hungry she ate the defective smile fruit, and then her adoptive father ate it, and that's the reason why they got the way they are. Okay, so they change her response, where it says, "Dad, I miss you," to "Dad, thank you," because the fact that she found her father was a former daimyo. Yep. And let's see, what else? Well, everybody's reaction to, everything being over. And we see all of the current Straw Hats in this episode. Yes, though Zoro's unconscious, but everybody's pretty much seen this whole episode for first time in a while. Not together per se, but they are in the same episode. So, then of course, basically, Momonosuke proceeds to fly to the capital, and everyone thinks it's Kaido. Though, apparently it's an eruption, though it's just basically Kaido doing a send-off. Of course, Momonosuke tells Zenitsu that he will not open the borders up yet. And he's like, okay. And he leaves. So basically, he tells him that he's not Kaido. He comes down, and there's smoke. And the first one to come out is Adore. Of course, I think she's still the courtesan. And then Dutchro comes out, and I wonder where his little thing. And he's like, let me introduce you. He says, let me introduce you to the new Shogun of Wano. And that's the end of the episode. Yes, this is technically, in a way, if you think about it, the previous episode is the end of the main story for this arc. And basically the last 8 chapters is the aftermath. Yes, we have an 8 chapter aftermath. And I would be shocked if we get one of these. Now, if you're curious though, as this very episode, with this one basically being, like, how many episodes so far has this arc had? Because this is up to 1,000. This is basically on for almost 200 episodes. Yes. Now, I should point out, though, is there one coming out next week? Like it's coming Sunday? Yes, there is. I know about the following week. I have no idea. Yeah, so, let's see. This arc officially going as this very episode for, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Actually, this one, well, 90. That one's 100. 110, 120, 130. Let's see, that's 130. Actually, let's see, 10, 20, 30. It did skip an episode 1028, 2029. I think. What about 1029? 1029 was basically a tie-in to basically, well, the One Piece Red movie. (29) 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. Okay, with this very episode, this is the 176th episode of this whole arc. And if you're really curious, how long ago did the opening episode come out? Oh my gosh. This came out 4 years ago. And you're thinking, really? Shouldn't it be a lot more episodes than if it came out 4 years ago? It should have been a few more, but the show took 2 hiatuses the past few years. First for COVID, and the other time for the Toei hack. Yeah, but we're getting really, really close to wrap up this arc up. Excuse me, now we're on to the newest chapter of the manga. Do not know when the next chapter comes out. I don't know. Maybe it might come next week. Who knows? This is chapter 1093, Luffy vs. Kizaru, and the cover story is Himeppo and Koba getting their eye gear stolen by monkeys. Yep. So, pick up last chapter where Luffy has Kizaru in his hand. He spins him around, and he basically throws him about. Ooh, look at fly! And of course, Atlas basically is like, I'm below, take over past pieces. Yeah. And of course, Jacob was like, no, I'll go with you. Like, yeah. Yeah, and apparently, and Sanji was rescued by because she's a woman. Yeah. And apparently we see Bonnie, where she turns some Navy Marines to kids and one to an old man. And sometimes run to Chris Simitaru, and he apparently gets up Bonnie run before Navy gets here. Simitaru, what can I do? I managed to hate it was over. Yeah, and then the dome opens up. And then it looks like we have Zoro versus Rob Lucci. I believe it's Rob Lucci. Falling toward the ocean. So he basically he catches up. He battles Luffy. He's like, oh, it's so funny. And of course he continues battles him like, run away, run away. And of course then he basically hits him really hard. He gets everyone to eek. He tricked me. And apparently Atlas with Vegapunk takes the Vegatank 8. Hang out, Byron, come to save you. Leave the poor little child behind. Appleman, don't go to the open, he'll kill you. Where do you think you're going, Vegapunk? And like it burns. I'll go too. Lilith, use General Frankie to carry the ship. Okay. And alert Dr. Vegapunk, he's safe in Lapis. Partially confronting his own. Soon. All pacifistas, Vegapunk has new orders. Wipe out all Navy sailors on this island. Okay, interesting. So maybe we're going to tie a turning here. It is possible, but who knows? It does not say when the next shot comes out. I'm guessing maybe next week, but who knows? Yeah. But definitely a good chapter. I definitely really enjoyed it. Okay, so that's episode of you. Next up is going to be a comic corner. Yep. Where I'm discussing Avengers and Hulk. If I can get to it here. Here we go. Quite interesting to talk about these ones. I'll find out what they are soon. Okay, next video. Bye.